Juice. What can I get started for you today?
Bananas away, regular?
And I'll have the Rip Berry, but can I get vanilla oat milk? And I'll add spinach and ginger. And can I substitute the raspberries for strawberries? Also add the chia and hemp seed, and definitely have the power booster and the collagen booster. And can I get that blended twice?
Wow.
For Alicia, Custom Chaos.
One of a kind.
You're one of a kind.
Booster Juice, freshly made your way.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsocktickets.com. Let's rock!
one. I
It's
don't.
for one, yeah.
I don't think if you got to the back end of the yellow and pushed it into the other red, I still think it's only for one.
Could you ever hit this real thin, this outside yellow onto the red onto yellow?
Maybe they're looking at running the guard onto it.
Yeah. I might be having a look at it right now.
It's a
Way
risk
over
versus
there.
reward
Very
situation.
thin.
The other thing is the yellow. It's hard for us to tell from this angle. If the yellow's actually touching the red behind it, even when you make contact, it's going to shoot pretty much straight sideways into the other red. If there's any air at all, you might be able to get it between those two reds.
I think it's touching. I think it goes into the side red.
Like it's touching. Yeah.
It goes into the side red for sure.
Any of these shots over here probably aren't worth.
And none of these are worth playing. But I guess the red one,
if you run,
looks like they're playing the red guard in.
You run the red guard in, catch the red thin onto the yellow, so that the red that you're running in is going to catch the two yellows biting the 4-foot.
What if you go red right onto the yellow?
Well, it's still going sideways. I think you're trying to blast the yellow off the back of the stone at the other side of the 4-foot, so you're going to lose it. But how many of the middle ones can you keep? Is the question.
Guess we're going to find out here in this last rock of the second end. Cameron DeYoung. We're on it to hold it straight. Looks close to doing something.
Caught it, and it's the other three that counted. It's the run back stone.
Wow. Runs it back for 3. Well, there you go. What a shot there. A long angle raise run back for 3-bagger in the second end. Whoa, we're going to catch our breaths here in the final of the Saville Shootout. We'll be back right after these messages for the third end.
That's life. That's what all the people say.
Hey guys, what can I get started for you today?
Bananas away, regular?
And I'll have the rip berry, but can I get vanilla oat milk and I'll add spinach and ginger? And can I substitute the raspberries for strawberries? Also add the chia and hemp seed, and definitely have the power booster and the collagen booster. And can I get that blended twice?
Wow.
For Alicia, custom chaos?
One of a kind.
You're one of a kind.
Blister juice, freshly made your way.
Welcome back, everybody, to the final of the men's final of the Saville Shootout. Cameron DeYoung versus Matthew Blandford. My name is Matt Hames. Happy to bring this to you. We just had a 3 in the last end. It was like a baseball game. There were a lot of catchers out there on the field. To help with, here's the replay. Watch this.
And if you look at the overhead as it's coming in, it's the two yellows in the 8-foot on the left-hand side. They both act as catchers. The red catches 2. The shooter comes across into the side of the other one. It's actually the 2 raised stones that end up being the second and third points.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful shot for 3.
All the angles coming in from that direction were good for Jong. The Reds couldn't leave the rings.
No. We knew it was going to jam on that other one, and it did, but it got under in an awful hurry. So got out there and 3 in the first end, or the second end, I mean. Guess it pays to blank the first.
so far today.
Yeah, seems to be working out for the teams that do it. So if you're Matt Blandford here, you didn't play a really bad end. It wasn't awesome. You made a great shot.
Yeah.
You risked a big end with that great shot, but you made a great shot. They make a great shot back. How do you bounce back?
Well, I mean, it's still early. You've got last rock here. You have to expect that the way both teams played, there's going to be some offensive opportunities here because they were both very good at manipulating angles through that whole end. In fact, Matt Blandford's final stone, he put it right where he wanted it. It was a great shot.
Yeah,
it was
perfect.
amazing that they were able to squeeze it out like that. There were a lot of good angles played in that end, and you have to expect we're going to see more of that this game. There's going to be opportunities for deuces.
He's calling like a split on these front ones just to move them around.
Yeah, this is the 6th rock of the end, so he can start making a play even on the center guard here. And he needs to deal with the middle at some point in time. This is curling 101 nowadays. It's I want to use my corner guard, but I have to deal with the middle at some point in time. And he's trying to get both out of one, or at least that was his first thought.
That was his first thought. Now they're going this wide intern out into the weeds. Edge of the 12 kind of territory, and just try to get it. Just try to get it somewhere on the paint around your corner guard.
I'm fully expecting that if you make this, Jong's probably going to peel the corner guard. Doesn't have to.
I think so. He doesn't have to. He probably could do something.
Yeah, he could play one more center and really force you to do something with the rocks in the middle.
Good shot. Good manage. Got by half a mile. So it's chaseable.
Redstone at the top of the 8-foot still shot rock.
Thinking of chasing it with this outturn.
Yeah, I'd hate to run the risk of moving the red center guard.
Yeah, right. His initial thing was that play the outturn and take the guard is okay, but I don't think that is okay because then you don't know where it's going to roll over to, and you're going to leave an in off for the guard. So they've decided to just peel this, which is what your first instinct was.
Yeah, it's not a straight peel. I don't mind this call. He's looking to hit and roll to the center line, and it's almost you're playing this like a run back. If you hit this thick enough, you catch the yellow at the side of the 8-foot. If you overcurl it just a sliver, roll to the center line, and kind of get two things out of this shot, just can't hit it on the broom side.
Well, it's in the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's actually in a good spot that it's really hard to double peel those rocks now.
Oh, it's a great spot too because it forces Blandford to deal with the rocks in the middle. That's what you wanted him to do. Is if he's going to deal with the rocks in the middle, you're going to have a shot to get that rock out of the corner on the next one.
Yeah, there's no good there's no good peeling options right now. So
So Matt's going to play a setup shot by the looks of it.
Yeah, he's just going to kind of corner freeze there, get it in the way.
Play the corner freeze. You leave the one in the 8-foot open. You kind of expect Jong's going to play it because how many yellows is he going to be willing to ignore?
Well, yeah, he might be tempted to. I don't know. They make this perfect.
Yeah, it's getting interesting already.
They make this perfect, and he's going to try to play a hit and roll to the back 4-foot off of that yellow line.
I would think so.
Yeah. This is a big shot. Can't bounce. Bounce and you leave a double. And then you're in real pickle. Mine looks pretty good. Inside sweeper's going, so it doesn't need to curl. Just manage the speed now, boys. Got a nice little bounce. Good shot.
Yeah, couldn't leave it hooked on the yellow, so he had to get the
hooked on the yellow was bad. Actually made this hit and roll a little bit more precise. Not a lot of room for it, so you have to play a little down weight. Tell you, if you make this, if you can make this little hit and roll inside to the back button.
Well, it depends on. We'll see the overhead after it's done. If you get that roll there, there's a red onto yellow onto red that. And while it sounds like a lot, they're all close together, so the angle's not going to change a whole lot.
Well, it's not horrible.
You still might have to play the top one. But you try to roll under there now.
Yeah.
You make it hard to get rid of that red stone at the top of the 8-foot. So you can play the shot, what they're looking at, making the angle run on the one they just played.
Do you ever play this with just a heavy draw to punch it out into the, like just punch it to the tee line?
Well, I'm thinking you're throwing more than that, but yeah, you're not whipping this down there. You're moving 2 rocks on a bit of an angle, so you want to get it at least into the back 8, I think.
I think so too. I'm just saying that you want to hit this in such a way that you keep that yellow one there, so it doesn't bounce off.
Well, you either keep it there, or you keep your shooter there and have the one that's sitting there bounce over towards the other red on the corner.
I think I'd keep the shooter there. This is a little harder than
I thought we were coming with just hack weight here.
Yeah,
he's hitting the open one. I'm not sure I love this.
No, I'm not sure I love this either. I thought based on that ice that he was tapping the top one, but he was hitting the back one all day. They did talk about it, yeah.
I guess what they were talking about is you've still got the way to get the red out on the angle.
This isn't going anywhere. They're one shot, so if you can sit in some way. Like there's 3 yellows in the rings. None of them are shot. But
yeah, he has to hit the open one, I think.
Yeah. Are you gonna, if you sit this, do you
sit 2?
Yeah, I know, but if you roll a tiny bit to the left, you leave the double on the reds. Yellow red double. It's got to nose this.
It's almost there with a nose hit.
Yeah. It's close, isn't it? Because it's going to drag down a bit.
Depends how you hit the first one, really.
Well, that's not. Okay. Do you play it now or do you come around? Do you just go? It's third's last.
Yeah,
You ever nose hit that back one? He's never going to guard, right? Is he ever going to guard?
He's not going to guard. I'm not nose hitting the back one. They talked about drawing first. I don't.
Yeah, I don't think you want to draw into the middle.
Well, no. If you're drawing, I would be playing the wide in-turn draw, come around your top of the 8-foot, and then both of the angles that you've got still kill the red. I think you're playing the red now, unless you're worried.
It's really
hard to tell. But can you see enough of that red stone, the tighter red guard, red onto yellow? Now, if you're worried that Jong can make that, then that's probably why you're not wanting to play this too early. That red is actually protecting one of your yellows at the top.
Yeah, right.
Third's last here.
So the issue is here, like the thing that I don't like about playing the yellow onto red right now is where your shooter ends up. Well, this is the shot that we thought that we were playing last shot.
Yeah.
So
the question is how hard are you throwing it? Like I'd like to sit 3 after this, which means you can't throw it hard. Either way, you either get close to the nose and have the raised stone bounce way out into the corner, or you've got to hit this fairly thin.
Yeah, I think thin is the better way, because you can only see 3/4 of it. I don't know that you can get to the nose, but let's see. Pretty close. Pretty good shot.
Yeah, not bad. Didn't get as much splash on the yellows as I thought he would.
No, I thought you would get a bit more too. Play the double on the top 2, or do you, do you just play the? Yeah, it's pretty tight.
Yeah, it is to get.
If you throw it really hard, can you get all 3 moving? You can get all three moving.
You probably get all three of them moving. Yeah. I don't think you get the
7/8
one
with peel.
the one at the top of the 8. I don't think you get it out, but if you can
Yeah.
pop it in the open, that's pretty good.
7/8 here with peel. It doesn't look like he's playing yet because there's way too much ice for peel. Wouldn't need the curl too much. So it looks like he's just playing a normal weight. That ice.
Yeah, I'm sure I think he's still trying to roll into it. He's playing the
Yeah.
double, the straight back double, and try to roll into it. He doesn't need to move it very far to have a shot at it with the next one.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to hit this on the
Yeah,
outside.
you don't want to hit
Stuff
on
it.
the outside.
And he did stuff it.
Stuffaluffagus. I think you have to throw this out turn draw, right? Top, just bite the top forefoot.
Yeah, I'm not seeing what else you got. What I'm worried about, if I'm Matt Blandford, is he's got the red onto the yellow that was just thrown, and then that red comes across into the forefoot behind 1, 2, 3, 4. It'd be about 5 guards. So
Yeah. At a certain point, you have to leave something. If you can.
well,
if you throw this
yeah, that's
top
the thing. Like
forefoot
I don't know
in
how
the
you can
open,
take it away unless
Yeah.
you could chisel off the red.
If you can put it top forefoot, half open, right where they're topping there, then if he makes that, you've got a runner for your deuce, maybe even 3.
True.
So yeah, that's where you got to go. Not deep. Just don't come deep. That's how you get out of the sand, by coming deep. That's how.
Well, even
That's how-
top 4 is questionable because then he follows it down, sits on the face,
Right. That's what I mean.
and it
yeah.
takes the other 2 away.
Yeah. They keep indicating like full top 4, but I think you want to at most bite the top 4.
Even that might be a little deep. I like your
Yeah.
first, but like leave it a little higher, full 8 foot at the top, just edge to edge.
Yeah.
And then if he makes this is where I need that telestrator. Jerry, get working on that.
Yeah.
If he does play the red onto the yellow and spin it in behind into the top 4 foot buried, your shooter, the one you're about to throw, would be available to angle
Right,
in.
yeah,
It's still
that's-
for 3 because that red at the top is
It
now
could be
gonna
for
a little
3.
bit-
Yeah.
It's going to be rocks width higher. This is well short though.
Oh man. That pick.
Well, that's what I'm wondering because it's
Yeah.
they were brushes down and then they both picked up, and makes
Yeah.
you wonder if it didn't just take a sideways move on them.
Did it take away the little? Didn't quite take it away.
It-
I don't think. It made it a little trickier, but it's still there. You play it aggressively, or you just play this? You're kind of at. You looked.
I think if you're playing it to try to pop it in behind.
Yeah.
I mean, your shooter's going that way too, so now it's about 6 guards that it would be behind if you can roll it to the top
Right.
of the
It just has to be full, like just a bit better than full 8, and it's going to be if the rock ends up just better than full 8, it's going to be behind the great wall of guards.
I was trying to watch the replay as well, and I can't see anything. But again, they were down. Brushes were down for the first bit,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they just both picked up. So I'm thinking it had to take a
Yeah, it had to do something.
put the blinker on, made a turn, and
Last rock here in the third end, Cameron DeYoung trying to just cross this a little bit and hit his rock onto the yellow rock and shoot it into the 4 foot.
yeah, this is not just about cutting the damage down. This is a shot where you could actually steal another point.
Yeah, trying to carve it.
It's got a curl.
It's really got a curl. It's gonna get it out. It's not gonna sit though. Not bad. Shake off the pick and clean the ice, boys. Give her a nice good clean, and throw her into the full 8 and get your deuce.
This is always the unfortunate situation of the pick too, is that because it picked, you didn't get a great read.
Yeah,
off
you
of
didn't
it.
get a good feel, but I mean, the biggest thing is when you got a pick like that, that's when you become really, really high-end cleaners. You just clean the whole place, and you continue to clean. And you sort of wonder why it takes a pick to make you do that. Maybe you should do that a little bit more often in this game. Get your broom down, boys. Not even cleaning it.
Well, this is what I mean when you didn't get a chance to get a feel off this first one. And of course, it came up short with the pick, but now Matt tried to throw it a little bit more positive so that it doesn't pick the second time, and a little bit more positive sometimes means a little bit more weight as well.
Yeah. It's going to be close. Does not look like it. It's awfully close.
Just slid a little too far.
Yeah, that's what a pick rock can do for you. Can really mess with your brain. So after 3 ends, it is 3-1, and we'll be back for the 4th end right after these messages.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
The rock faces around Lake Tahoe are legendary. But this fall, new ones will emerge in the Tahoe Basin. Pullman, Mowat, Gushu, and more. November 4th through 9th, the Grand Slam of Curling's first ever event in the U.S. is coming to Lake Tahoe, where the greatest rock stars on earth unite for 6 days of incredible curling, celebrity appearances, and après curl parties you won't want to miss. Get your tickets at thegrandslamofcurling.com. Let's rock.
You go look at it.
All right, welcome back to the final of the men's final of the Saville Shootout. Cameron DeYoung versus Matthew Blandford. We got ourselves a 3-1 game here. DeYoung with hammer. Struggle the last 2 ends for the Blandford team. Had a pick on their first one and then couldn't adjust on the second. It's really, really hard to come back from just a massive pick like that. First of all, they're annoying. And second of all, you have to get it out of your head and just figure it out, right, Sean?
Yeah, and I think it played into the way he threw that. It's not uncommon. You get a pick on the first one and you decide, okay, I'm just going to throw this a little bit more positive so that the rotation will hold the rock on the second. But whenever you try to throw extra positive on your release, sometimes instead of just adding to the rotation, you'll extend a little bit more and you add some weight, and it slid, maybe 2 inches too far. Far enough they didn't have to measure, but it was close.
Yeah. You're also bringing in just another element to your slide, right? This game's hard enough to just throw the rock and hit the broom and throw the right weight. When all of a sudden you're like, last one picked, I got to do something different.
Yeah,
adding elements to your slide.
It is, but it's September, so maybe it's a little bit more foreign. But through the season, it's not that uncommon. You'll see different times when guys will try to add a little rotation to hold a rock straighter or something like that. It's not something that they've never done, right?
Yeah.
There are situations where you'd have to do that, but it can be very easy. That's the one mistake.
Yeah.
I'm as guilty of it as anybody. When you try to throw that little bit extra rotation because you're worried about a pick or worried about keeping a rock straight, you try to throw that extra rotation, and instead of all being rotation, some of that extension adds weight. And you kind of get caught there. It's a double whammy. You've got the extra rotation, which will help it carry further, and you've given it just a little bit more weight.
And you've given it a bit more, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm definitely one of those people who throws a lot more rotation on shots. I think that his was a reactive and not an active one, and that's where you can get into trouble. Let's see how they bounce back here in this end. We're going to certainly have some rocks in play. Interesting peel. Really, really high guard that you can't even see on the right-hand screen. Interesting decision to peel this one. Could just peel the yellow one. It's guarding it's guarding shot rock. Oh, well, that's not exactly how you wanted to write it up.
Don't think I would have played that.
Yeah.
I don't think they played that either.
I'm pretty confident they didn't play that, but that's, that was always there. Like, it's just a possibility. Almost had a fall too almost had a fall sweeping. Could have been a bunch of disasters there.
Tell you what, I don't think Alex Horvath is going to be happy to know that we played the replay on that one.
Yeah.
That's not the shot he wants. Not the shot he wants.
The Marco hack too.
Oh yeah, nobody caught the rock.
Nobody caught the rock. Want to hear a fun fact? I curled in a bonspiel with Marco. Marco Ferrero, yeah. Very interesting guy. Very interesting guy. French-Canadian fella. So much fun. All right, just throwing up a guard here. Now I think you take a run at. Does he got a hole there?
Well, that's what he's trying to decide.
Can he smoke that in-turn through that hole? Don't think you can throw the out-turn at it. He's thinking, yeah, let's go through this hole. Looks big. Looks big from the hack. Let's give her a whirl. There we go.
It's always unusual. You play this with the second stones. This is usually that one when the skip asks for his shot, do we have room to get through there? And the lead gets in the hacks and says, oh yeah, lots of room.
Yeah, just don't want to hit this. I want to put this top guard if you can. There you go. Routine little shot through the hole and a little roll. It's a great shot. You want to give the replay on this one.
I was going to say, all right, Alex, you'll be looking for the replay on this one.
Replays.
You better play it here after you got him on the miss.
That's an awesome bounce back right there. Make a disaster on your first one and make a peach on you. That's a 0 and a 5 on the scorecard. I'm just coming around everything here. This wide in-turn, trying to go top 4 foot. On it the whole time for line. I don't think they need to be on it for line though.
You can't get too far away from them because they do walk hard at the end.
Yeah. Good spot. Getting a little greedy here now. No need to get rid of both, but why not give it a try? Real thick, roll over the top. This is going to come with some pace. Not exactly the way that they wanted to do it, but still works out. Gets rid of 2. We're going through this hole again. Or we're throwing a center guard. I think I would have been throwing a center guard, so I'm glad they ended on that. You want this as far away from that other guard as possible because it's coming in. So you might as well give it some space.
Yeah, I'm not sure it'll be coming back yet. The key is you got to cover that red one that's just biting the 12 foot, or they run it back. Yeah. Well, you don't want to be too tight to it. You might make the double raise easy.
Yeah, you're just gonna. And it's an offset angle too, so you can actually make this and get rid of your shooter and get rid of the yellow one. Get rid of both the yellows.
Yeah, it's probably worth giving it a go, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we all kind of agree that you play the. What are we worried about here?
All of us agree except for Sterling.
Yeah,
He's just not seeing it.
Sterling's not buying what we're all selling. Okay,
Well, the
we're back
concern
to
is
it.
probably yellow on the red. If you cut the red back a little too thin, you could put it onto your own stone.
Is
You know,
that a really
that-
bad thing though?
well,
'Cause everything's going to be gone then. There's not going to be any rocks in the center.
well, except the stone that's still at the back of the button. If you do it
Right,
that way,
right,
I
yeah.
mean, I think this is the right shot.
Yeah. It's just straight peel.
That's the thing, though. If he's worried about red onto red,
Yeah, just
maybe
play
he
it straight peel.
overthrows that a little bit, make sure he hits it thin,
Yeah.
and then he doesn't get. He just got the straight peel. You're still in not bad shape. I mean, you've got the run back red onto the yellow.
Yeah. I think so. Guys. I think you have to throw a center guard here. The shot. If you don't throw, he's playing the red straight back. So
Yeah. Well, your options are the same thing that I looked at last time. You could go after the one through the port, but
yeah, hit and roll on top.
he's still playing the red run.
He's still playing the red run. You don't really take away the shot that he would go down there and play that in a heartbeat, no matter if you don't throw a guard here. And I think you want to get a little bit more space between them. First skips rocks here in the fourth end. Trying to throw a high guard, take away the run back on the red. Higher the better here, boys. Line looks great.
This is already at the spot where it needs to stop, or it's going to overcurl.
Oh, it took it. It's good. Good enough.
Stopped in time, I think.
I think it's good enough. They're going to stare at it for a while just to make sure that it's good enough. And they're contemplating and throwing a draw. All right, get in there first. Your two options here are run the guard back, try to do the yellow, red, yellow, or just do this. And when you have to say yellow, red, yellow, it's pretty complicated, whereas a draw to the button is not that complicated. So play the not so complicated shot. Then tell them it's your shot. You could play this on your last one. No risk, right? If you wire this on, not a lot of risk in running the yellow red back.
Yeah, no, true. The risk is you try that yellow red back. It's the same thing happens that what Sterling just did. Matt Blandford could freeze to his own, and now you're basically impossible to steal it too.
Yeah. Now you're playing a run back double for not to give up a steal. So yeah. First in. Nothing wrong with getting first in. I like it. Mine looks really good. Just a question of the weight here, boys. Make sure you get it there. Pretty good shot.
But now, the fact that Matt overcurled playing the guard on the last one, he doesn't have the port to get to that red stone, so he's got to draw.
He's got to draw. Don't bounce here. Bouncing could be death.
Well, if you get the hair to the inside, you could bounce.
Well, that's true, yeah. I'll give you that.
It doesn't look like you can from the overhead, but he's walked so hard. Like, if he scares the guard, he could certainly get to the inside.
Yeah. They got by the guard by a pretty decent amount. They were still sitting and they were still sweeping to keep it straight there, anticipating it curling.
Well, if he gets to the inside with a little bit of a bounce, this might be a steal point. I'm
could
not
be a
sure
steal,
I don't see how you get it out.
It's it doesn't have the same line as the last one. They're trying to get it to carve now. The weight is good, so I think he just threw it out a bit.
It's moving now.
It is coming sideways.
Just didn't get to the inside. Had the weight for the little bounce.
Had the
just
weight
didn't get
for
to the
everything.
You make the wide out turn and chisel that one in at the top of the forefoot?
I do not think so. It's over-buried.
It is, but you only have to throw a draw weight, and you can't hurt yourself with it.
That's fair. Yeah. Does he think he can see any of that? Pick it? Pick it and catch the back one? What does that do for you?
He's not thinking of the pick. He's thinking
yeah,
yellow onto red, have the red come straight back.
Right,
yellow shoots, both yellows shoot out. You got the biter at the top and the rock at the quarter of the forefoot. It's for 2.
Oh, is it worth it? I don't think it's worth it. I mean,
well, you're wondering, is there a risk of the yellow killing the red and not getting the yellow behind it? And yeah, I
tend
to think not. I don't think there is. I think it would drag.
Yeah, so here you go. Hit what you can see, which is not a lot. Throw it really, really hard. Hit what you can see. Try to shoot the yellow straight sideways. Hope it ticks the red on the back. And because these are 42-pound rocks, it's going to go backwards first before it goes sideways. And it might get the back yellow too. All right, last rock of the 4th end. You made a pretty solid shot 2 ends ago for 3. Another shot for 3, because why not?
I think it'd just be for 2. I think the red in the middle, I think, is still going to fly. I don't think it's going to hit that one thick enough to stay.
Okay, well, 2 is good. Looks close.
Wow, it did hit it thick enough to stay.
It didn't get the other one.
Didn't get the top one out.
He didn't throw it hard enough.
That was a lot of drag to stick that second one dead like that.
That was a lot of drag. You know, if he threw it a little harder, he could have got 3. Just kidding. I'm kidding. That was an awesome shot for a deuce there in the 4th end of the Saville Shootout final. And we'll be back after these messages for the 5th end.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at the RockShop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. The RockShop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
Welcome back to the final of the men's Saville Shootout. Cameron DeYoung versus Matthew Blandford. We've been watching some shots as we sat there trying to figure out how you could possibly get a deuce. He came within a whisker of getting 3 there. What a great shot. Here we go. Watch this. Just a nice control peel.
You knew that back one would drag enough to make some kind of contact, but we were talking about at the break. That jammed so dead off the drag. It only rolled about an inch or 2.
Yeah. He's just throwing it a little bit harder away from getting a 3 there. 2 is good though. Matt Hames, Sean Joyce on commentary here. Glad you're with us. Say hi in the chat if you want. So now, what do you do if you're Matt Blandford? Just throw the kitchen sink at this end?
Yeah,
Or
you,
deuce
you
good?
can't worry about odd and even anymore. You've got to get your deuce. I mean, you don't have to panic yet. I mean, the curling math still works, right? I always talk about curling math being
Yeah,
you need deuces with the hammer and single steals. You don't have to reinvent anything yet. You're not having to pull out all the stops. You don't need to score a 3 anywhere yet. You still don't need to steal a deuce. But
yeah. You get a deuce, get a force, get a deuce, get a force, get a deuce, and you're tied. So
well, that's too many ends. But
that's too many ends.
yeah. But if you get the
Right.
deuce, you're only gonna have to steal one at a time. You don't have to steal a deuce anywhere. You get a deuce. It might be steal, force, steal, or pardon me, force, deuce, steal to get to the
Yeah.
extra end. There's a
Right.
couple of combinations that still work, but nowhere in there do you have to say, well, we need to score 3 or we need to steal 2.
3 would be pretty good, though. You have to.
3 would
admit.
be good, and with 2 corner guards, which is how they've started out at the end. I mean, don't get me wrong. They'll try to score 3. They'll try to generate 3. That's why they
Yeah.
do the 2 corners. But if nothing goes right, you have to make sure you get your chance for 2.
Do you like these corners the way they're set up?
They're not ideal. You'd love to have them lined up, but I mean, a double corner, it's still going to give you something to work with. And this shot, I'm not a fan of. I thought he was going to throw this a little quieter.
Yeah, you know, you need rocks to be your friends here. You need all these rocks to be your friends. I don't think you need to be throwing. He's definitely throwing it a little quiet. He's trying to cross here.
Yeah,
cross,
but I
so
mean,
he's-
he's still trying to kill things.
Yeah, he's trying to kill things. He's trying to kill things that he wants them to be his friend. He doesn't want to kill them.
The concern whenever you're playing these types of shots and you're playing them delicate is you leave all the rocks in front of the tee line, and that's not great, but you definitely don't want to be, you know, he could kill 2 on this, and I don't think you want to kill 2.
No.
Kind of got caught in between here. He's playing the
I think that's what they called.
Okay, I thought he was trying to come more straight back with it.
No,
That's
no,
not
that's
bad.
what they.
That's pretty
That's what
good.
they called. That's what they called, and it actually keeps it in play.
Yep.
So that's a catcher.
Well, he's got 3 guards over on that side now too.
Yeah, he's got 3 guards on that side, and there's a catcher for any kind of peels.
It's getting to where there's too many guards to try to peel them. Also, for now, Jong going to play another center guard and just keep Blandford busy. Blandford still has to deal with the middle.
Yeah, he's still got to get rid of those.
You can't score on the corner if there's a lot of rocks sitting on the middle and shot rocks on the button. So he's still got to deal with the middle.
Yep, none of your rocks in the corner are going to count if that one on the button is still there at the end. But there's an opening.
Yeah, you could
hit
get
the
to
top one and
top 8.
just called hack from the looks of things. One thing about commentating is you start to become a mind reader, and you both a mind reader and a lip reader. I think you said hack to board. Nice little quiet wait. Really want to keep the shooter. Doesn't even matter if you kill the red. You just want to get underneath all those guards.
Yeah, this is your chance to get the first one in.
Sweeping to carve it now. No, might have overcarved it. Looks pretty close. That is lost. And that's a really, really good result. That rock in the rings is perfectly fine. This peel has a bit of risk. You ever come off that outside yellow? It looks like it might come onto the one on the button.
Yeah, you're going to want to be thin enough to be over the top.
Yeah. Here we go. Lots of weight. Try to blow it up. Got it over the top. Got rid of one more too. Freeze, outturn freeze.
Now then there's a double off the yellow. It's sitting there.
So come in, in-turn freeze so that you're on that side. The other thing you could do is come in with the outturn and try to over curl and tap a tiny bit and just Christmas tree them.
Yeah.
My first instinct was the outturn freeze.
I was wondering about not coming all the way to the freeze. Just get it to the top 8
Yeah,
foot.
just yeah, that's a good idea.
But then you only want to be about half behind because you need the
Because then if
you
they
need the
hit and roll-
intern. You need the intern to get at shot rock or the out turn to get the tap. You don't want to be dead in line if you're playing this to be the top 8 foot. Got to get it by.
Yeah, it's by. It's gonna bounce it a bit. Not bad.
Double's there.
Double is definitely there. That would be bad. That would turn it into a bad shot. That was the risk. That's what you were talking about.
Yeah, that was. I mean, that was the unavoidable risk, really, if you were going to play that draw.
Unless you go top 8 in the open, like half open.
Yeah, and he's still going to go after this rock. Then there's the question of where is he going to try to roll? But if he just tries to roll in, maybe he leaves you a double.
Yeah.
If he over rolls it, he could leave you a pocket on the other side.
Well, this is a 6-second peel. Looks pretty close. Oh, and it jams over there and this one goes. Is this one gonna spin in and guard it? It is.
It did, and it's still, the yellow is still second
Yeah,
shot.
the yellow is still second shot. That is not what we anticipated right there. Throw it a million miles an hour, and I did say that was a catcher earlier in the end.
You know, and they never did anything on the brush with that either. You need it to hit that
little thinner.
A little thinner.
I mean, it was a 6-second peel, so I don't know what you could have done, really. I'm not sure you can do much. Maybe you can. Now this one, you want this one top 8, right? This one, you don't need to be. Now you're thinking way more offensively.
Oh, for sure. But you
don't be T-line.
You got to bury it. You can't.
You got to bury it.
You leave a piece out on the broom side, and any attempt to hit it's going towards that yellow biter that you kind of need. Okay, if you're going to be back there, take it all the way back to the red.
Yeah, you might as well. Now you're back to having a group. That's unlucky. That was a good opportunity right there. Just to sit.
Yeah, and not well communicated either. Once you knew you were heavy,
yeah, it had to go.
You could take it all the way to the back one, and it makes as you said, they're going to need to group them well. Like they could have helped themselves with that.
Yeah, they could have just done the grouping in advance.
Yeah, that's 2 feet deeper to get this out. He's either rolling out or he's going to roll to a pocket. You're good either way.
Yeah. Now he can actually because he's just got to be full 12, and he could get full 12 behind those 2 guards. First rock for Cameron DeYoung in this 5th end. Trying to carve it. Never awesome when you're trying to carve these. I want to get up there and sweep this. Pretty confident that I was going to go out. All right.
Well, partly confident it was going to go out, and maybe partly you wanted it to just hang for a biter. It's another rock they could jam on. I think you're playing the same draw here.
I think so.
Really do.
Did you ever play the end turn? No, I think you play this out turn. We played it a bunch of times. What is he looking at?
Well, he's looking at the back one, thinking about 3, but there's no way to get 3 off the back one because you're not. By the time you roll buried, you're not second shot anymore.
Yeah, I think you get 3 by putting this top 4 foot and then getting a half shot and having a shot, having a chance at, like, they get a bounce off or something like that, and having a chance at a double.
Mm-hmm.
2's good though. I guess he's staring at it, seeing if there's a way to get 3. This is the spot that I picked 2 ends ago and then threw it through. It's got a curl. It's got to go and it's got a curl.
Yeah, you need to get a piece behind here.
Would be good.
doesn't have to be dead buried because that's the risk right now. That red stone at the back, there's the jam.
Yep.
If you're trying to get around that rock or get by that rock, you're hitting it thin anyway.
Interesting. Just straight around everything. I guess there aren't too many good things that you can do with that yellow rock. You could pick it.
Yeah, you could pick it out.
Then you just leave it. No, it's good for 2.
Leave it in the shot for 2. Yeah.
You could.
The problem here
try
though
quiet
is
weight. That's
if you
jam.
leave a double. If you leave a double, it's for 3.
Yeah. I know. If you try like to hit that yellow one and in a spot where your shooter stays, you could jam. You could use your own as a catcher. I think you can see enough of it if you throw like peel. But you're just probably giving him an easy shot for 2, which probably not a bad idea. Like 3 would be bad here.
Yeah, I'd give him an easy shot for 2 if the alternative is 3.
Easy shot for 2 or dropping a 3. I think you'd pick easy shot for 2 every time because it's one less. We're on it the whole time.
Well, if you bury this, you can make it a really hard shot for 1.
Yeah. It's a really good looking shot. Everything about this is good. It's a great shot right there. Okay, so we
triple for
Sebastian's 3. Like 1/8 of a rock here, buddy. Not it. Get the back one for 3. Have you been watching Cameron de Jong? This is just routine.
Well, and this is a scoreboard shot too. It's 5-1 now. We keep talking about how the math works. Well, if you only get 1 here, the math doesn't work anymore. So you need the multiple.
He's gonna smash an in-turn at this, I think.
I would think so. He's looking for the steep roll in.
This is it, boys.
And again, we talked about it in the break when Jong played his. You don't have to whip this. It's more about hitting it right. You're gonna hit the first one.
He's whipping it. He's whipping it. They're welling. It's close. It's close. He's excited. He's got to curl a bit.
He's not gonna be that excited.
No, he's not gonna be that excited. Wants to steal a 2. Steal a 1.
Just the 1.
Just the 1. Just the 1. All right, steal a 1 in the 5th end. It looked a little exciting for a minute there, but steal a 1. We're getting really close to the Velcro, but we're not quite there yet. So take a break and we'll come back for the 6th end and see how things go.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
Welcome back to the men's final of the Saville Shootout. Cameron de Jong versus Matthew Blandford. Had a bunch of good shots, a bunch of interesting shots here. My name is Matthew Hames. I'm joined by Sean Joyce. Sean, now what do you do if you're Blandford? Now you throw the kitchen sink at this end, right?
You do for sure. The math doesn't work without, as I said, you need either a 3 or you're going to have to steal a deuce somewhere. So I think it's got to be 3 here. You need to go for your 3 here. If you don't get it, honestly, you're probably shaking hands here. Even with a deuce, I think they're probably shaking hands.
Yeah, they'll throw the opposite corner, and then those aren't the best 2 shots by the DeYoung team.
No,
throwing shade on the lead, but you want to kind of have them a little bit more centrally located and not completely staggered like that. It's going to give some opportunities to the Blandford team. So
yeah, the rock in the 12-foot that was just thrown essentially is just a guard now because it's not. They're not lined up.
Nice positioning. Little tap here. Then I think you're gonna. They're having a good time though. They're still smiling. Hey, they're in the final. Nothing wrong with it. Come all the way to the Saville Center and make the final. Make the final in September. It's always good. Somebody's got to win. Somebody's got to lose. But making the final is awesome early. Get to cash a bit of money. Feel good about yourself. Bit of a blowout on the women's sheet, it appears.
Okay, now the first 5 rocks are out of the way, and now we can get into manipulating. This is where it gets interesting. It does look like, just because of the way that angled, if he gets the little tap, it'd be close to leaving a red pocket.
Yeah.
At the tee line.
That's the goal here, right? To just kind of, now you want to group the reds in a way that you can eventually stick a yellow on top of them. He's probably going to rip one of the guards no matter what you do here, unless this is easy to rip.
That's going sideways early.
Yeah. Cross it and just play the chip off and around the corner guard. No, it's pretty good.
Worked out okay. The one on the 12-foot's easy to remove, so that's probably...
Yeah, it's probably just rip that. But I know. Grab your little taped up corner broom. Fill this really super hard. Make it go away. You don't want to keep your shooter.
They indicated that they did.
No, they do. Yeah, they're throwing it pretty quiet. Take it all back. I'm not sure why they want to keep their shooter.
Well, they're trying to roll it just that much to the other. Split the center or just that much to the other side of center and kind of take away the back two. That's going to roll a little too far, I think.
I don't know if any of those rocks in play help you in any way, shape, or form, but
they were just trying to put one in a spot where Blandford would have to deal with it. Now he doesn't. It kind of works in his favor when it overrolled.
Do you just play this with a kind of a heavy draw and try to just tap it back to the back 4 and suck under there?
Yeah, at most. Even if you just dead freeze to it's not the end of the world.
Well, dead freeze would be great too.
In a perfect world, you move it dead even with the other red stone, and then it forms a pocket.
Yeah,
that's
and you roll a hair because you're asking for everything.
Well, aren't you greedy?
Well,
with the position where that other red stone is, I'm not sure you need to get the roll under. The more important thing is to be sitting in front of a pocket. The thing that you don't want is to have the reds angled in such a way so that you could smash the yellow off either one of them.
Yeah, this is the shot I like. Just this little more weight, but not bad.
Yeah, you could pick it.
Yeah, it's pickable now.
It might, if you miss the top one, it jams the second one, though. That's not great. Boy, I think Matthew Blandford's back there saying, okay, you called it. You have to play it now. He's playing the corner.
He's playing the corner freeze. He's playing the corner freeze.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Does he seen the scoreboard? Should we remind him he's up 6-1? I love it. I have no notes other than I think I would. I don't think I would ever play this, but I would have peeled on his first one. I would. That rock wouldn't be in the top there if it was me. And I'm from Ontario. I like to draw.
Yeah, I wouldn't be drawing here for sure.
Oh, man. Okay.
He's still. I mean, it's tough for Matt Blandford yet, but I mean,
Can he play it with a tiny bit of weight, land,
So
hit and
you're-
roll behind the corner guard and dead jam it, but you get rid of one of those. You're sitting second and third, or just play draw again. I guess I mean, if you're throwing the kitchen sink, you're drawing, right?
if you could make that port with the draw, that's what you play. I think it's tough.
Yeah.
It's a tough port with the draw.
Here it comes. Let's see. It's got to scare this outside guard. It's coming in there nice. Don't bounce, boys. You're bouncing. Yeah, I think you need to play that with a little bit more weight and bounce all the way out. You ever see that? I think we're going to see that yellow rock on the top left guard come in. Probably earlier than you think too, so that you got an in off on the red.
I don't
Playing
think
a hit and roll.
I don't think it's coming in till the last one if it's the shot that he's got left. But
yeah, I'm anticipating this made and him still throwing a draw. I think they're going to throw a couple of draws and then they're going to try to
for sure, yeah,
smash it. Third's last, skips first. That's my prediction.
I think you're throwing it on the last one.
Yep. Noted. I wrote it down.
As of right now, the angles in the house are good. I mean, it's still a tough shot, but the angles are good for that.
Yeah. Okay, well. Are you drawing still? Are you playing?
I am, but it's a chisel draw now. If it's me, you want to touch that red as thin as you can and try to get to the back end of your own yellow. I don't think you're ever missing the yellow, and then sit frozen on the one on the button.
Now you're getting greedy.
Well, I mean, you don't have to get dead frozen either, but the more important.
Can you not just draw to there though?
If you don't chisel off the red, you kind of need to move that red, I think, in the top 4 foot back about a foot so that you can come off of it later. It's at a bad angle right now. If you needed to, what I mean? If you needed to play the triple, like you're hard pressed not to hit your own rock.
Yeah, this is third's last. So that's what it looks like. By the indication, they're saying like, let's play the draw and we'll try to chisel here. Just try to get a smidge of it.
Same weight as the last one actually would do it. Hold that straight. You just need to move it so that there's a better angle. The angle's not quite there to make the triple on the reds. It's not far off, but it's not quite there right now.
Trying to throw the same shot here, basically. Chisel off the red. It's a really fun word to say in curling too, chisel. Trying to get it to curl. Looks a little heavier than they wanted.
Yeah,
but it's
more
close.
weight, for sure.
Line's super close, really close. That's what you said.
Yeah.
Chisel off the red and hit the back of the yellow.
He's got some angles there now.
Yeah.
He could definitely get 2 reds out of there. I don't know if he can get the third one, but I'm not sure he needs to. Like
This is a great shot.
If you came off the yellow that was just thrown, take a look at where this comes to rest.
There's one chisel, 2 chisels, and boom.
And you can still see half the yellow. You could come off the yellow, that red at the side of the 4
red.
foot, the catcher, and that fact that other red is still sitting in the 4 foot, it would be 4th shot. You still got a shot for 3.
Yeah.
And there's no real easy way.
Can't get rid of these yellows right now unless
I don't know that Jong can get rid of either of them.
No, he's got a guard.
Wow, and what do you guard?
Well, you guard the straight chisel, and then my yellow rock's coming back. You got
Or
like that's
playing that. You could come off your own and try to kick the yellow one right out the side.
okay. Yeah, I see that. They're not even thinking. They're that. So that if they put it there where he just tapped, they're guarding the yellow one. But the way that he just tapped that seems like it's gonna curl too much, because you want to sort of be on the center line side, like just biting the center line, don't you? Or just a hair underneath, so they can't, because they're never gonna run that back in because it's too much risk. Up 6-1 without playing a center line guard. Gotta love curling. Gotta love it.
Well, I don't think this end went according to the textbook game plan anyway, because you're 5 points up and there's right now 5 rocks in the 4-foot. That's probably not the way you drew it up.
No, there's 5 rocks in the 4-foot, and there are 10 rocks in play. I don't think that's how you do it normally, but it's all good. It's made for an entertaining end. All right, so here comes the guard. Guard on the rock, that top button, so that they can't play the top button shot.
I'm not sure he'd play it on the first one anyway, but I don't know what else you do here.
Well, that's pretty good. That's what he wanted. They're looking to see if it took it away. Did it? I mean, they watched Jong do this. Do you drop?
He's looking at the triple on the outside, yeah.
Let me ask you this. What if you corner freeze to your own red, to your own yellow? And
if you could get there, great. It's tough. Again, there's a good view of it. By the time you're by the corner guard, you still got to get by the one that Jong just threw.
Right. If you just rub a tiny bit on that top red, it wouldn't kill you if it was coming to a stop.
Probably not, yeah.
Then you've got some angles, you've got some options. Like, I don't know, what do you get out of this, do you think?
It depends what they're...
I think they're trying to...
that's not there. You're never getting under the yellow.
Yeah, I don't believe that that's there either. Is it there with hack?
Can you
ever
freeze,
make it with?
Can you freeze the red stone on the one that they're like? You'd have to play the intern corner
Yeah,
freeze
intern
that stone.
freeze. Yeah.
Because now
Could
got
you
the direct shot come off the yellow, and now you're hitting the top end of that yellow at the top of the button. You might kill both reds at the back.
So in that same
And the
vein,
run back
why
on the
not?
guard would still be there.
Why not play? That's where if you could get a rock right there where he just tapped, that's the best spot. But the question is, can you do it?
Yeah, well, that's
you do
the
it
thing.
off of the red. Could you hit and roll off the red? Like, he believes that you're playing this around the horn to end up. That's what they're playing. They're playing around the horn, so they're trying to hit a third of this rock, maybe a little bit less than a third of the rock, maybe a bit more actually, and have it spin. So here we go. Let's see. The old around the horn. Gotta throw this one hard. Oh, he picked off the guard. That was my guard they were gonna throw. They were gonna run back. That's not the way that you wanted that one to go. Still don't know what you play here if you're.
Well, I
You're
think
not.
still looking at you could come off your own.
Yeah, I don't see the danger of coming off your own anymore. Can you not just could you not double at the two yellows maybe? Or get them both moving?
If you could get to the...
There's no guard there anymore, so you can throw the out turn and smash it.
Yeah, I don't think you're getting them both.
I don't think you're getting them both either, but you're definitely going to be sitting two after it.
You'd be sitting two. There's probably a double for two, but I mean, you'd give them two here all day.
Well, if you don't throw, how does he get two?
Well, he'd have to come off the red. Yeah, I don't not see. Well, he could come off the red and probably get two rolling into the button.
with just like a heavy draw. Is he shot? I don't think yellow's shot.
Well,
I
maybe
think
yellow's
red's
not
shot.
even shot. Yeah.
I don't think yet. The guy, if you don't throw right now, how does he get any? How does he score?
He'd have to play the thin red, basically the same shot he just played, but you're playing it much thinner. Try to come directly into the side of that red and have it come towards the rock at the back of the button. So you'd need to get a quad, and it's still only for 2 because your shooter's not likely going to be in far enough to beat out the one at the top of the 8-foot.
Could you whale it down and hit what you could see of the yellow, and hope it just jams on the back one, and then your shooter goes over and hope it stays too? Like that's. I don't think it's.
I don't think you can
possible
see
either.
any of the yellow.
It looks like you can see, if you look at the center line, it looks like you can see an inch, maybe a half, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough to hold your shooter with the weight you're talking about. Yeah.
Right. I don't like any of this, just to be clear. Like, I don't think if Cameron DeYoung doesn't throw, I don't think they can score.
Tell you what, I've done some coaching before, and one of the things that I've said to even my own teams before, you get into a situation like this and you call timeout, and I come out and you ask, well, what do you like? And my answer would be, well, I'd like to be throwing red.
Yeah. That's exactly right. I
yellow's kind of hooped.
If you don't throw right now, I do not see how he scores. If you throw right now, do you put something in a spot that you angle it in? Like if it's top 8 foot open, and you give him like angle into his own, into your yellow.
I'll tell you this, you're not going to find this in the strategy handbook, because here you are, you're Cameron DeJong. You're 5 points up playing the 6th end. You don't have last rock, and after this one comes to rest, all of his rocks are going to be in play.
It's beautiful.
You haven't
Just
played a
glorious.
rollout. Yeah, you've got 8 rocks in play with a 5-point lead.
It's just glorious. It's poetry. Look at that. All 8 rocks in play. It's pure gold. Okay, so what he's looking at now. I think he just moved a rock. I think they shook, and he moved a rock a bit over just to play this shot. I don't know. So it looked like he just tapped a rock over a bit.
Red onto
red
onto yellow.
Onto yellow, so hit both
onto
yellows.
Red.
So that both yellows jam.
Yeah, I'm not.
And you get 2.
I'm not seeing that.
I'm not either, but I think this is just a fun shot. I think this is the end of the ball game, boys and girls. All 8 rocks still in play too. There you go. It's possibly a steal of 1. I don't think it matters. But
Nope.
It was probably a steal of 1 there for a final score of 6-2 or 7-1. Doesn't matter. Game's over. Congratulations to Cameron DeYoung's team. The Battle of British Columbia. Cameron DeYoung comes up. It wasn't a blowout. It wasn't a 6-1 game.
No, it wasn't. It was, that even the end that he cracked the 3, it was a close competitive end, and it was one really good shot that got the first 3. Even the second deuce was a really good shot. Just one of those days DeJong just couldn't miss, and Blandford did have his one or two chances to get back in and had a couple of bad breaks.
Yeah.
The pick stands out.
The pick stands out because that really fluffed them. If he makes that draw, it would have been 3-2 instead of they put it up as 7-1.
If he makes that draw, he might have had a chance for 3 that end.
Yeah. No, and especially on his first one, but even on his second one, it's a good chance at a deuce, and it kind of stops the bleeding after a really good shot, and you just kind of move on. But yeah, that's tough. It's tough to come back from those mentally sometimes. That's especially early in the season, maybe a bit later in the season when they're when they're grinding a little bit better, they can bounce back from that. But either way, they made a final. Nothing wrong with that. It was an entertaining game. Like I said, didn't feel like a 7-1 at any point. Felt like a really super entertaining game. So thanks for joining us today. And Sean, it's great to talk to you as always.
Yeah, and how's that for sportsmanship? You lose the final, but you get your opposition third to take your team photo before you leave the ice.
Exactly. Perfect. That's why we love this game, right? They're all really good guys, generally. So it's always nice. It's always nice. This game is always nice. They're going to sit afterwards and have a drink, have a chat, and then probably fly out tomorrow, or maybe tonight. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. I think there's another one at the Saville next weekend, and I'm not sure if either of these teams are playing in it.
Yeah, well, there you go. Maybe they will be. All right, well, thanks for joining us, everybody. Remember, you can watch curlingzone.com to see all of the games, all of the streaming. We're doing a lot of streaming, a lot of commentary this year. You're going to have to listen to us every once in a while, but maybe we'll get a telestrator next time and be able to show you all these angles. Wouldn't that be fun, Sean?
It would be.
All right. Well, on behalf of Curling Zone and Curling Stadium, thanks for joining us, and hope to see you again next weekend or at a future event. Thanks, everyone.